Hi there, Professor Varsi again. Today we are going to learn prepositions that follow common verbs, adjectives, and nouns. Are you listening to me? You're not listening to me, are you? And you say to me, Professor Varsi, I am listening to you. I'm paying attention. Did you notice the preposition that follows listen? Listen to. Are you listening to me? That to is a preposition. Okay? There are people that are fairly fluent in speaking English, but they make this mistake. They will say, can you explain me? Or listen me. It should be listen to me and can you explain it to me? Let me explain it to you. So explain to, listen to, right? On the table, not in the table. Where is the book? It's on the table. So we will learn these prepositions today with common verbs. Today's lesson goals are to recognize some prepositions that follow verbs, adjectives, and nouns. Now, I believe you know what a verb is and what an adjective is and what a noun is. There is a whole series of parts of speech, nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs that I have put together for you. In fact, I've just created a course for you so you can go directly to the course and take all of the lessons. Then you will have a very good, clear understanding of what these words are. We will also understand why certain words go together with certain prepositions, right? So, listening to or explaining something to, why is it that they go together? Because those prepositions are used, right? To express meaning. We will learn some combinations correctly in sentences, like on the course, not in the course. And we will also avoid some mistakes. Even native speakers of English would say, well, that really depends of your perspective. And depends of is a mistake, it's an error. It should be depend on. Well, it really depends on how you look at it. Okay? All right, so let's begin the lesson. Why is it that some words need prepositions? Okay? So some words, such as verbs, adjectives, and nouns, they must be followed by specific prepositions. There's a certain preposition that goes with it. So interested in. They are called dependent prepositions or collocations. Co-locate, location, co means together, such as co-education, collocations. Okay. Interested in. I am interested in getting to know you. I'm so afraid of snakes. I'm so afraid of rats. What is the reason for this behavior? Why are you behaving this way? These are all idiomatic expressions. And while there may be certain rules, I think it's safe to say that you need to memorize them. If you want to sound natural and smooth, then you need to memorize. And the only way you could do is by listening and speaking more, reading more, and writing more. All those 4 linguistic skills. So memorize them. You will have to learn that I'm interested in, not I'm interested of. I'm afraid of, not afraid on. The reason for. So as you get more and more exposure to the English language, you will learn and memorize. So then you will use them naturally without even thinking about them. Okay. Now, I am going to stop here. You should pause this video now. And you see the verbs in the left column followed by the prepositions. I've also given you some example sentences like depend on. I depend on my parents. Right, let's say there's a teenager. She's 14 years old. She doesn't have a job. She's too young to have a job. She doesn't make money. She can say, I depend on my parents. It shows reliance or support. So the parents support their children. belong to. So take some time, because this is a long list. Verbs followed by prepositions. Belong to. This book belongs to me. So belong to means ownership or connection, right? This book belongs to me. So go through the entire list of verbs and notice the prepositions that follow, right? Listen to. We just learned that. You're not listening to me. Are you listening to me? I am listening to you. Wait for. Agree with. I don't agree with you. I agree with you. Laugh at. Are you laughing at me? Oh, no, I'm just laughing with you. I'm not making fun of you. Laugh at. Don't laugh at him. That is not polite. Talk about, talk to, or talk with. Think about, think of. Apply for, apply to. Rely on, complain about, apologize for. Okay? So go through the sentences. First, read the verbs. It would be a good idea to read the sentences aloud so you practice speaking. Right? I depend on my parents. This book belongs to me. She listens to music every day. Explain to and listen to. And there's an explanation in the right column. Okay? So take your time and we will move on. Good. You just learn some words, right, that are followed by specific prepositions. So now it's your turn to do this exercise. Apply what you just learned, right? So your English will get better. Fill in the blanks. Okay, shall we look at the answers now together? Okay. How did you do in this exercise? She depends on her parents. I'm listening to your advice carefully, Professor Warsi. Let's say I forget my pen. I leave it on the desk. And then you can say, oh, I think this pen belongs to Professor Warsi. This pen belongs to my teacher. We're waiting for the bus. Let's say I see you standing somewhere, like, what are you doing here? You say, oh, I'm just waiting for the bus. Don't forget to apologize for your mistake. You just made a mistake. You made fun of somebody. Apologize for your mistake. Okay? So those were certain words followed by certain positions. Now we will learn some adjectives and the prepositions that go with them. Afraid of, interested in, she is good at, she is bad at, proud of, similar to, different from, excited about, responsible for, worried about, famous for, married to, tired of. So again, just as you did the last time, I would like you to stop. Stop here, pause the video, go over each adjective, learn the prepositions that follow it, and read the sentences out loud. She's afraid of spiders. Or she's afraid of snakes. And the explanation is that this person is fearful. She gets scared. Right? So read all of the adjectives, see the prepositions that follow, and read the sentences out loud. That way you will pronounce words better and clearly. Okay, so this exercise, reading the sentences out loud, will also help you become proficient. He's interested in art. She's good at math. Right? All right, let's move on. Now, you will do something similar that you did with the previous exercise. Practice 2. Fill in the blanks. I am proud blank my accomplishments. So use a preposition that goes together with proud. Okay? Complete the exercise and I'll show you the answers after you do it. As usual, what you really need to do after you complete the exercises, the answers that you do not get correct, write them down and then write in the comments, right? There's a comment box below. So I need you to write your comments and ask me questions like, why is this? Why is it I'm proud my accomplishments? And I'll reply to you. All right. Are you done? Did you finish this exercise? Okay, here are the answers. And I'm sure that you got most, if not all of them correct. I am proud of my accomplishments. They are excited about moving to Canada. She is married to an engineer. He is afraid of heights. And we are different from our parents. We are not like our parents. We are different from them. Very good. Let's move on. So this time we will learn the prepositions that go with nouns. Reason, need, solution, access, influence, attitude, answer, and relationship. So look at the prepositions that follow these nouns. For, to, on, towards, with, and between. Read the sentences out loud, okay? And look at the explanations. Consider the explanation. Reason for. What's the reason for your absence? Right? I can ask a student who's been consistently missing classes. I can say, why didn't you come to class? What's the reason for your absence? So reason is followed by for. Now, this is going to take a few minutes, so I'd like you to pause the video here and read the sentences out loud. And that way you will memorize the prepositions that follow these nouns. Okay, practice that. There are only 5, and they should be easy for you to do. The reason blank, my absence, was illness. Right? I didn't come to class because I was ill. I was sick. I wasn't feeling well. So complete this exercise now. Pause the video, and we will go over the answers together. So the 1 is for, 2 is to, 3 is to, 4 is with, and 5 is toward. The reason for my absence was illness. Professor Warsi, I did not come to class because I was ill. The reason for, he has access to all company data. There is no solution to this issue yet. It's very complicated. There's no easy solution to this issue. She has a great relationship with her boss. His attitude toward work is excellent. He works hard. He has ethics. Okay? All right, so that was the third exercise. Now let's look at some common confusions that students get, mixed up with depend of. I mentioned this before, to depend on, not depend of, and it's relying on somebody, reliance, depending on somebody. Similar with. Sometimes people say similar with when they mean similar to. I'm interested on should be interested in. I'm proud for you, right? The correct way to say is I'm proud of you. Married with, no, I'm married to somebody, a person's connection to a person. Okay? And on the course, I hear a lot of my students, some of my students will say, oh, I'm learning a lot on this course. Now, on means something on top of something, like the book is on the table, right? What my students, the ones who make this mistake, what they really should be saying is, I am learning a lot in this course, right? Not on this course. Let's take a short quiz. Choose the correct preposition. She is very good, blank, singing. On, in, and at. Which one do you think is it? Pause the video now. This is the final exercise for you. It's just a short quiz, and we will go over the entire lesson. I'll give you the key points, the key takeaways, and then we will wrap up this lesson. All right, pause the video, complete the quiz, and I am sure that you will get all of the answers correct. Okay. Did you do well? Do you feel confident? You should feel confident by now that you could do these exercises, that you have learned how to use these prepositions with specific nouns or adjectives. Okay, are you ready for the answers? Here are the answers. She's very good at singing. She's a good singer. She sings well. She's very good at singing. Selena is very good at singing. I'm tired of watching TV all day. Tired of, not tired at or tired from. Milena watches TV all day. She does not study hard, but she is tired of watching TV all day. She could say, Professor Warsi, I'm tired of watching TV all day. We applied for a scholarship. He's similar to his brother. They both behave the same way. So in that sense, they are similar. He's similar to his brother. She apologized for arriving late. And some of my students who are really nice, respectful, when they arrive late, they will say, I apologize for being late. Professor Warsi, I apologize for arriving late. All right, so let's go over some key takeaways. What did we learn today, right? We learned that verbs are followed by specific prepositions. They're all idiomatic, meaning we need to memorize them. Adjectives are followed by certain prepositions, and nouns are followed by certain reason for, access to, influence on, right? Like Professor Warsi has been a good influence on me. I am learning a lot with him. Okay,